Hi everyone, my name is Peter Isesele. In this video, I'm going to be answering the question, proof of fund in Canada for study permit application. Who can sponsor me? How much is needed? Which documents do I need or my sponsor need to provide? If that is a question you want to get answer to, this is the right video for you. Don't touch that and make sure you watch this video till the very end. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. My hood is on, just to tell I'm really very serious about whatever I'm going to be saying. I'm just joking. Let me put that up and then continue the video. Okay, who can sponsor me for my study permit application? Who can give me their statement of account? Do I just go meet a random person and ask, hey, can you be my sponsor? Or can I just talk to my friends and say, hey, can you send me 10 million or 20 million, naira if you're in Nigeria, and cedis, as the case may be, or irrespective of the country you are watching this video from, your local currency, a lot of money in your local currency. Okay, who can sponsor me? There are basically three categories of people that I'm going to be mentioning here. Mind you, this is just an advice. I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm not an regulated immigration consultant yet. That's going to be something in the future. So this is just my own advice. Please, if you need more information, you can always check out the CIC website, for any further details. Okay, so whatever information I'm sharing here, please use it at your own, use your discretion when applying some of the things I'm going to be sharing with you. It might not work for everybody, but I hope it worked for you. Okay, three category of people. Number one, if you're going to be sponsoring yourself, if you plan to sponsor yourself, it means that you must really have a lot of money, and it has to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. You can't say that you want to sponsor yourself, and you want to tell your friends to send the money to you, and then when they send the money to you, you're just going to print out a statement and say, hey, I have the money. No. CIC will always state it should not be a borrowed money. It should be money that you have earned. So if it is self-sponsored, couple of things that you need to put in place. Number one thing is that you have to be working in a job or doing business, right? If you are doing business and you have a lot of money, you can sponsor yourself, okay? But you need to show beyond reasonable doubt. If you're doing personal business, you need to show your business registration document, your tax document, your bank statement, your personal bank statement, your business bank statement, your business, identity card, and then you can probably anybody can, well, technically if you are the owner of your business, nobody should write a letter for you, okay? But the human resources if you have human resources in your own company, they can also just write a letter and say signed management. This is to certify that this person stated here is the managing director, the CEO of this company. Signed management, because even though you are the CEO, there are also like board and other things that manage the business. So, and then you need to show your bank statement. Like I mentioned, I'm just repeating myself. Bank statement. You need to show your work, your business documents. And if you are working on a job, you need to show your pay stubs, you need to show your bank statement, you need to show a letter of reference from the company that you are working for. They are just going to state, this is how much you are, how long you've been working with us, this is your annual salary. Very important. That is the first category of self-sponsor, right? Another category is going to be if you want your spouse to sponsor you, either your wife or your husband, as the case may be. So that is still possible. But what documents do you need to provide if your spouse is sponsoring you, okay? Number one thing, most important thing, is your marriage certificate. You need to show that is because there is always what we call proof of relationship. You must be able to proof of relation. You must be able to show the proof of your relationship, right? Which is a marriage certificate works best for that, okay? And then if you are working, as a business, it's still going to be show your tax receipts, show your business registration, your business ID card, and if you are working on a corporate job, you also need the reference letter from your company, and then the bank statement from the bank. Not just the bank statement, you can also get a reference letter from the bank to say that this person have an account with us, he's been having an account since so and so, and this is a closing balance. Okay, that is a second category of people. How about the third category of people? Now, just know that the more I go, the more the which language am I going to use now? The likelihood reduce of them not the likelihood of them going to be a little bit panicking increases as I go down the list. So waiting for self-funded, it's no problem. You cannot betray yourself. If you say you are going to pay tuition by yourself, you are going to do everything possible to see that you pay that tuition, right? If you run away and not pay your tuition, then I don't know. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Family. Okay, family. This can be your mom or your dad. Okay, so your mom or your dad, fantastic people that can also sponsor you. Okay, some of the things that they can show as evidence or proof of relationship. Most importantly, if your dad or your mom, they can show their birth certificate, and you can show your birth certificate. So both of you can see that you now have like similar name, right? Except maybe if it's your stepdad or your stepmom. Well, if you still have the same surname, it's fine. Even though you don't have the same surname, well, if your mom is sponsoring you, I mean, depends, right? There are some women that don't change their name when they get married, so that might be a little bit tricky. But you can show that it's your mom, perfect and amazing. Okay, so they need to show their birth certificate, and then if they want to send the money to your account as a gift, let's say they want to send an equivalent of 10,000 Canadian dollars to you, it's fine. But there has to be a gift. I don't know if they call it a deed or gift deed or something like that. It's like kind of an affidavit, to say that they are really sending you this gift, and they will sign and stamp. That stamp and sign is showing that this, whatever I'm doing now, is the truth. Nothing but the truth. And if I say I'm going to support my child, I'm going to support my child. So they support show an affidavit, and then it also now depends on if they have their own business or if they are working. So it's still going to be the same thing that I mentioned before. The personal business, they need to show tax receipt, business registration, business ID card, and some other things about the company. They're working on the corporate job, they need to get a reference letter from the place where they're working, and then they also need to get a bank statement, and then probably a reference letter as well. Okay, and then one other thing they can also show is their assets. So it's not just parents that can show their assets, or your father, your mother. As an individual, if you have a lot of money and you have assets like landed properties, those are really fantastic, because they are going to help address the problem of home ties. Okay, if you show that you have one plot of land, and this business back at home is profitable, because it's going to show them, okay, this person has something to return back to their country when they are done. Okay, let's move to the next one. A little bit of a distance now. Aunts, uncles, or nephews, or cousins, as the case may be, and they want to sponsor you, and now you have different surname, especially when they're coming from your mother's side. If you are coming from your father's side, some of them might still retain the same surname, but if it's different, then you have to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that they are related to this person, and that this person is making a commitment to sponsor you. Okay, if the birth certificate of your uncle matches with your surname, you can also present that. That's perfectly fine. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Okay, and then another thing they would usually say, oh, where has your uncle, your uncle, where has it been? Where has it been? Or your aunt, I say, where have they been? Okay, where have they been? In this case, if you have any evidence to show that both of you have been together for a while, long time, let's say, a couple of years, and they've always been helping you, both of you have snapped picture in the past, fantastic. You can show that picture as an evidence that both of you are related, right? You've known each other for a while, and then there is this birth certificate that connects everything. And then if they're working or business, it's still the same affidavit and some other things that they need to do. Okay. Now, one of the things you have to pay, they also need to write an affidavit. Affidavit, very important. It is just an extra commitment that if I say that I'm going to do this, I will try within my very best as much as possible to get it done. Okay, that is all for the different categories. Now, how much exactly do you need for proof of funds? Very big question. It's relative. I'm going to talk about the basic. Apart from the basic, there are some other bigger, apart from the basic, there are some other bigger things, okay? But let's just focus on the basic. If you have a higher amount apart from the basic, fantastic and amazing. Okay, let's get started. Just this particular one that I want to mention to you how much it costs. Now, they will usually recommend the proof of funds should be about 10,000 Canadian dollars. 10,000 Canadian dollars. And then you need to have at least 1 year of your tuition. Okay, at least 1 year of your tuition, or at least 2 semesters. If you think it's going to be 2 months, but 2 semesters, money for 2 semesters, so that when you come, you're just going to be focused on raising money that you are going to use, to do some other things. Okay, so you pay your 1 year full tuition. So it depends on the university. That is also how it works. Okay, and then when you have this total money, it should be in either the sponsor's account, or your own account. Okay, that has to be your sponsor's account or your own account. If you are showing your sponsor's account, then like all of the things that I've said before, first thing that they do is that if you are showing their proof of funds, if they want to send the money to you, a little bit of it is fine, but there need to be an affidavit for that. Okay, there need to be an affidavit for that. Okay, and then if you're doing self-funding and you're showing this, let's say 1 year, $10,000 plus 1 year tuition, then you don't need to, you can't be doing affidavit for yourself. Okay, and then so that'll be around 10,000 plus 1 year of tuition minimum. But if you have more is usually better. More is usually better. Okay, so think about that. I hope I did answer your question. If there are other questions or other areas that I have not addressed, let me just quickly mention this. Even though if you have full scholarship, you still need to present, a statement of account is also okay, just to show them that, because when you come here, it's going to take maybe a couple of months before your scholarship is activated if you get full scholarship. So it's usually better to have something to fall back to in case your scholarship is delaying. Okay, all right, thank you so much for watching that wonderful video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you are not doing me well. Please just do it to hit the subscribe button. I love you so much. Thank you for following me, watching my videos constantly. You're going to see more of me. More videos are coming. Leave the comment in the comment section. I will address the question. And thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Signing out.